Picture two neighbors, same apartment building, same zip code in Denver, same monthly rent, $1,800 each. The first one, Tyler, makes $95,000 a year. Walk into his place and you'll see a 75-inch TV he bought during a Super Bowl sale, a Peloton that hasn't been touched since February, a closet so full he still can't find anything to wear in the morning, a kitchen with a $400 air fryer, a pasta maker, a spiralizer, and a juicer, 3 of which are still in the original box. Tyler checks his bank account with his eyes half closed. He's not sure what he'll find. He's 2 bad months away from credit card debt becoming a real problem. The second neighbor, Donna, makes $52,000 a year. Walk into her place, and the first thing you notice is space. A couch, a normal TV, a kitchen with maybe 8 things in it, all of which she actually uses, a closet with clothes she actually wears. Dana checks her bank account with the calm of someone who already knows what's in there. She has 14 months of expenses saved. She invests 18% of every paycheck. Same building, same rent. Dana makes almost half of what Tyler makes. Dana has 10 times the financial security. This is not a story about income. This is a story about something most people never calculate. Here's the thing about everything you own that nobody tells you at the cash register. Every purchase has 2 price tags. The first one is obvious. It's the number on the receipt. The second one is invisible, and it runs for as long as you own the item. That second price tag includes storage, maintenance, the mental energy of managing, cleaning, insuring, and worrying about the thing. And opportunity cost. What that money could have been doing instead. Let's make this concrete. Tyler bought a rowing machine 18 months ago. He paid $900 for it. It lives in his second bedroom, which is basically a storage unit at this point. That room is about 120 square feet. In Denver, residential space costs roughly $2 per square foot per month in implicit rent. That rowing machine is occupying space that costs him $240 a year to store. He's used it 11 times. That's $900 purchase price, plus $240 in annual storage. Divided by 11 uses. Tyler paid over $100 every time he touched that machine. He thought he was investing in his health. He was actually buying one of the most expensive workout experiences in the city. Meanwhile, that $900 invested in a basic index fund 18 months ago would be worth over $1,050 today. Growing, silently, without needing a second bedroom. This is what I call the stuff tax. The ongoing, invisible, compounding cost of everything you own. And most people pay it every single month, without ever knowing it exists. Now let's talk about how the stuff tax actually destroys wealth, because it's not just about the items themselves, it's about what they do to your decisions. Research shows that visual clutter, the physical stuff surrounding you, raises cortisol levels and reduces your brain's ability to focus. Your possessions are not neutral. They are actively consuming mental energy whether you're using them or not. Tyler walks into his apartment after work, and his brain immediately registers 40 things that need attention. The Peloton he keeps meaning to use. The clothes on the chair he keeps meaning to put away. The kitchen gadgets he keeps meaning to organize. None of it is urgent. All of it is noise. Dana walks into her apartment, and her brain has almost nothing to process. She sits down. She thinks clearly. She makes better decisions about her money. Not because she's smarter than Tyler, but because her environment isn't constantly draining her operating system. The stuff tax isn't just financial, it's cognitive. And cognitive debt is the one nobody talks about. Here's where I need you to be honest with yourself for a second. Walk through your home in your head right now. Pick any category: clothing, kitchen, garage, books, electronics. Now ask yourself this question about each item. If this disappeared tomorrow, would I spend money to replace it? Not, would I miss it a little? Would you actually open your wallet and buy it again? For most things in most homes, the answer is no. You would not replace the bread maker. You would not replace the fondue set. You would not replace the 3 variants of the same jacket in slightly different colors. You would not replace the box of cables for devices you no longer own. These items have negative value. They cost you space, attention, and maintenance without giving you anything meaningful back. And here's the number that usually stops people cold. The average American household contains over 300,000 items, from paper clips down to furniture. 300,000 things to store, clean, insure, organize, move when you move. And think about at 2 a.m. for reasons you can't quite explain. If this is already hitting different, hit subscribe. This is exactly what the Wealthy Otter is built for. Now let's keep going. There's a specific trap inside the stuff tax that's particularly expensive. I call it the upgrade loop. Tyler's phone works perfectly, makes calls, runs every app he uses. The camera is genuinely good. But the new model just dropped, and 3 people at his office already have it. So Tyler upgrades. Not because his phone failed, because a newer phone exists. His TV works perfectly. But he saw an 85-inch at Costco with better contrast, and it was on sale. His car is reliable and paid off, but it's 3 years old, and the new model has a slightly different interior. None of these upgrades solved a real problem. All of them felt like progress. Together, they cost him somewhere between $8,000 and $12,000 over the last 2 years. Minimalists have a ruthless definition of broken. An item is broken when it genuinely cannot perform its function anymore. Boredom is not broken. A newer version existing is not broken. Your colleague having the new model is not broken. The average American replaces their smartphone every 2 to 3 years, while the previous one still works. Over 30 years, that pattern alone costs $30,000 to $50,000 in unnecessary purchases. Apply that logic across every category where upgrade culture operates, and the lifetime number easily clears $200,000. That's not a small inefficiency. That's the difference between retiring at 58 or working until 67. Now I want to show you the multiplier effect, because this is where the stuff tax gets really dark. Major purchases don't come alone. They come with ecosystems. Tyler bought a boat last spring. $22,000. He uses it maybe 8 times a year and loves it when he does. What Tyler didn't fully calculate: the boat needs a trailer, $3,000. His truck needed a hitch upgrade, $800. Storage fees over winter, $1,800 a year. Annual maintenance and winterization, roughly 10% of the boat's value, so $2,200. Registration and insurance, $600. Tyler didn't buy a $22,000 boat. Tyler bought a $22,000 entry fee into a $4,600 per year obligation, 8 trips. That's $575 per time he goes out on the water. Before gas, before food, before anything else. Now Tyler's trapped. He can't sell the boat. He loves it, and he's already emotionally committed. He can't stop the maintenance costs. He can't get those Sunday afternoons back when he's doing boat maintenance instead of being on the water. The boat owns Tyler. Drop a comment right now. What's the one purchase in your life that ended up owning you instead of the other way around? I want to see the real answers. Minimalists calculate the full ecosystem before any major purchase, not just the sticker price, the trailer, the storage, the maintenance, the annual carrying cost, the opportunity cost of the capital. When you run the real math, a lot of things that seemed reasonable reveal themselves as wealth destruction dressed up as lifestyle enhancement. So how do you actually break this pattern? Rule 1. Calculate cost per use before you buy anything. Take the purchase price. Estimate, honestly, how many times you'll realistically use it in the next year. Divide. That number is your cost per use, and it's the only honest measure of whether something is worth buying. A $180 jacket worn 3 times a year, $60 per wear. A $350 jacket worn 4 times a week for 5 years, 67 cents per wear. The expensive jacket is dramatically cheaper. The calculation destroys most impulse purchases immediately because most things we buy have a terrible cost-per-use ratio. Rule 2. Engineer friction into spending, not saving. Tyler has his credit card saved on every website he shops on. One click, and he's bought something. His savings, on the other hand, requires him to log into a separate account, initiate a transfer, wait 2 days. Dana has her investment contributions automatic. They leave her paycheck before she sees them. Her credit card is not saved anywhere. She has a 48-hour rule for any non-essential purchase over $50. If she still wants it in 2 days, she can buy it. The research on this is clear. Roughly 70% of purchase desires evaporate within 24 hours if you don't act on them immediately. Tyler's environment is designed to capture those impulses. Dana's is designed to let them pass. Willpower runs out. Your environment doesn't. Design the environment. Rule 3. Define enough before your income grows. This is the one that separates the people who build wealth from the people who earn a lot and have nothing to show for it. Most people never define what enough looks like. So when their income grows, their lifestyle grows to match it automatically. They earn $70,000 and it's tight. They earn $95,000 and it's tight. They earn $130,000 and it's somehow still tight. Dana decided years ago what her enough looked like. A 1-bedroom apartment under $1,500. A reliable used car she owns outright. A wardrobe that fits in her closet without forcing. A solid grocery budget and 1 dinner out per week. When she got a raise, her lifestyle didn't move. The gap between her income and her enough went directly into investments. She created a finish line. Without one, you're running a race that never ends. Here's the shift that ties all of this together. Stop measuring your wealth by what you own. Start measuring it by what you can choose. Can you leave a job that's making you miserable? Can you take 3 months off if a family member needs you? Can you start something new without a guaranteed paycheck waiting on the other side? That's real wealth, and it's only available to people who've created real margin between their income and their expenses. Tyler earns $95,000 and has almost no choices. His lifestyle requires every dollar he makes. He cannot quit. He cannot pause. He cannot take a risk. Every item he owns is a bar in a very comfortable cage. Dana earns $52,000 and has genuine options. She could take 6 months off. She could change careers. She could move. She could say no to things that don't serve her without the whole structure collapsing. Same city. Same rent. Different relationship with money. Different life. Every purchase you make is a trade. You're not just exchanging money for an object. You're trading optionality for possession. You're trading future choices for present stuff. Sometimes that trade is worth it. Most of the time, it isn't. The stuff tax is real. It's running in your life right now. The question is whether you're going to keep paying it unconsciously, or whether you're going to look at the second price tag before you swipe the card. Buy less. Own your things. Don't let them own you. Because the otter knows the best things in your financial life aren't things at all.